my name is Diana Ruth Briscoe with Bridges.Academy, and I am here with Daphney Antione. She is the creator of Integrated Master Numerology. She's a master numerologist as well as an author of 2 books, Mastery Within 1111 and the 21-Day Mental Diet Journal. And that's to help you be in a positive mind state for 21 days. And those books are available on Amazon. And I would love to talk with you about your system, how you came to integrate the system and get involved with helping people with figuring out their numbers.
Yes. Hi, thank you for having me. The system is called Integrated Master Numerology, and it is very fitting. And it was a name that I was guided to give it because I was thinking about calling it quantum numbers. But then I heard this very clear and unquestionable nudge to call it Integrated Master Numerology. And the reason for the integration is because we need to integrate numbers into our lives. Numbers are everywhere and they're in everything that we do. However, we don't have the training, the conditioning, nor the understanding of knowing how much it is a part of our lives. If I give you an example, for example, like the shirt you're wearing right now would not be possible without a calculation. Space exploration could not have happened without the mathematicians involved in order to be able to have the exact calculation needed. And even the computer, like we're on Zoom right now, which is a fantastic technology, that would not have been made possible without numbers because it's all a binary code. So we too have these codes running through our lives that are influencing our lives daily. And once we have an understanding of that, and that's what I was downloaded or given in a meditation. And in my book, Mastery Within 1111, I talk about how I got connected with the numbers and how long it took me to kind of understand what I was given and to crack the codes. And the code is that numbers are in everything. In everything that we do, in every aspect of our lives, there isn't a thing that we're doing that cannot be brought down to numbers. Science is all about the understanding of being able to break things down that can be proven. And numbers is just that. It can be proven because it is a scientific exploration. So that's how I got involved into the Integrated Master Numerology, is through my understanding of numbers and spending 3 years studying the numbers and also following guidance. The system that I have is one that helps with your date of birth. For example, one of the factors is that I can pick someone's date of birth, and through a calculation, a special calculation that's also featured in the book, where you can look at the 12 energetic imprints that are working in your life. The first 6 is called your etheric numbers, and that is how you're connected to the etheric realm and to the I always say, like, we're not puppets, but however, we do have energetic strings. We are connected to something greater. And as we manifest into the physical, we are processing, we are energy processors. So we come with a connection of a certain aspect that needs to be processed. So the 6 etheric numbers is what that is the etheric connection. And then we have the bottom 6, which is the perception ladder. And when I got the word perception ladder, I was like, ladder? And I questioned, I was like, that makes no sense. Then I tried to change it. I was looking at thesaurus and I said, why am I getting this word? And then it was just like, no, etheric ladder. And when again went further into the exploration, cracked the codes again, and realized that the reason why it's a ladder is because it's our level of understanding. It's our level of consciousness and our level of awareness. So based on what we know is how we're processing it. So whatever's coming from the etheric realm is how we're processing it into our life, the different level of laddering in which it comes to us. And so those 12 numbers are the major key of the system. But then I also have a system that calculates the dates, to help us identify auspicious days, which is what this class that I'm going to be offering, and with Bridges is so exciting about understanding the numbers and how they are working in our daily lives. And we have, with the auspicious days, how do we identify them? And also to look at numbers, how they're influencing our lives personally, so that we may be able to affect the quantum, because this is all a quantum journey. And the reason why it is a quantum journey is because I'm sorry. The reason why it is a quantum journey is because, like in quantum, it acts based on the observer. So what you observe, it reacts to it reacts to the observer. So if you're observing the numbers in your life and you know what it is, and you can enact the quantum and make it work to what is more beneficial for you.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so interesting and fascinating and empowering to be able to use this. And it sounds really right, like the way you're talking about the ladder and that it comes down from the etheric plane. I really resonate with that. So it sounds great. I'm curious about people, like for example, me, who I don't consider myself mathematical. My math skills aren't great. Um, and then my experience, I don't have a lot of experience with traditional numerology, but somebody told me I should change my name because didn't have the right number to be successful and all that kind of stuff. So when someone comes from hearing the basic stuff, how can they like shift things and I mean,
Well,
that's really elementary, huh?
the core of integrated master numerology is very much about free will and about polarity. So the person who advised you to change your name, because nothing is definite. It's how you're processing it. So let's say if it has an energy of one, and that one is a leadership energy. So when you are in your power, you're bringing forward, you're leading the pack. When you're not working with that leader energy in a way that serves you, you're in the background and you're allowing the pack to lead you. So whatever number it is, there's no, I don't believe in something as like, oh, it's wrong. No, it's what you do with it. And so whatever that number is figure out the energy of the number, and then how do you bring it to where it serves you? That's why we have free will. And it is within our free will, we have the absolute right to choose bondage or to choose freedom. But it is our choice on how we bring about the numbers and how we work with it. But once you know what it means, and even if you apply your own meaning to it, just know the power that it is and just go from a point of empowerment. And for me, the definitions that I have for the integrated master numerology system was given to me in a meditation. And I was just in meditation, and I kept seeing, before the meditation, I would sleep and I would wake up and I would see numbers in my dream. And I would like remember being conscious slightly going, I need to remember to look that up. You know how when you're dreaming and you see something, you're like, I got to remember this. I got to remember this. And I kept saying, I got to remember to look that up. And one morning I said, it's so complicated. Every time you go to look for meaning of a number, there's just so much. By the time you read everything, you've forgotten why you were there. And I said, I wish there was something simpler. And I just put out that intention like that. And you know how they say when you do something with ease, it comes back to you. So by me just saying that day, I laid down to do a meditation and I heard 1. So I'm thinking I'm speaking to myself. 11. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then 2, and then 22. And at that point, I was like, something's going on. So I just jumped out and I was trying to keep this alignment because I'm like, whatever I just tapped into, I need to keep it. And I took down a pen and I wrote down what was given to me. So the definitions I was given to me is what I use to explain the integrated master numerology. And even till now, the meaning is still expanding itself. And what really did it for me, to really make me realize what I had in my hand, was that someone offered me the book, the Emerald Tablet, just a transcript. It was in the book. And I just watched a video on it. For whatever reason, I decided to watch this video. It was like 5 hours long, and I took my time and I watched it. For whatever reason, I was like devouring this knowledge. And this woman was like, "Oh, I have you ever heard of the Emerald Tablet?" I was like, "Oh, I just watched a video on it," because I was like, that was my little secret, because it's so esoteric. And and a few months later, I don't know how long later, I felt guided to go pick up that transcript she gave me. And when I opened it, the page I opened it to, when I read it, it said the master of men are known by numbers, and it goes three, and the definition it gave for those numbers match what I got, and I was just like, oh wow. And then I couldn't understand.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry.
Wow, that's such a testimony there about how it matched up. Well,
Yes.
I am looking forward to your course, and you can find more info should they go to your website?
They can, but I would welcome them to go to Bridges, because that's where I will be offering my workshops. And the first workshop that I'm doing, I'm going to be offering a few workshops. One is going to be on how to work with auspicious dates, and also the one that's going to be about preparing for 2022. And the other one, the more expanded workshop, it's going to be the 12 tools that are in the book Mastery Within 1111. And those 12 tools includes your date of birth, how to calculate it. Also has your name, how to do the calculation for your name. There's a process called your capsulated year, and that's the year in which you vibrate in, that kind of like encapsulates you, and it changes every year. And then there is your house, to know the energy of your home based on the numbers that's affiliated with the home or apartment or wherever you live, whatever numbers associated with it, there's an energy that's influencing it. And then your money relationship and your money cycle and the life cycle. The life cycle is so important. And all the times that I've offered the class, the life cycle has been the one that has really caused people to see how things work in their life. And if they need to make a decision, to use that, because you can see the thread of how things are working in your life based on the lesson that you're there to learn. So those courses
Awesome.
will be offered on Bridges.Academy. And the book, if anyone would like to find out about the book, it is Mastery Within 1111. It's available on Amazon. And then I have the 21-day mental diet, because everything I do is going to have a number. So the 21-day mental diet, it is to help you to monitor your thoughts, and to really be in alignment with who and what you are really aiming to be. Because once we could monitor our thoughts, and we can control the negative thoughts that tend to create a block for us in our lives. So the book offers affirmation, and like your focus for the day, what you're grateful for, and then the journaling. The first day is 5 minutes, and every day you add a minute. By the end of the 21 day, you would have actually build yourself to be able to write for 25 minutes. And I say, after that, you can write your story, because it's almost like, when you're doing training for a marathon, you start slowly. But so if you keep up with the 21 day, where every day you add a minute to that 5 minutes, you're able to do that. So by 21 days, you can actually sit down and write for 25 minutes. Can you imagine, for someone who wants to write a book or wants to do a blog, now all of a sudden you've trained yourself to be able to write for 25 minutes, sit down and be focused, and you would have trained your mind to do it. But right now you're just training your mind to be positive.
I love that. And that's going to help people that aren't used to it, and help them to not feel that overwhelm if they're doing it right. That's
No
really
judgment.
helpful.
Yeah, never judgment.
Oh, I'm excited. And also, your website is
Um,
key.
the-
key to numbers, and 2 is the number 2, key2numbers.com.
Yes.
And I look forward to your upcoming courses. Thanks so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. And I look forward to this beautiful journey of this quantum journey.
Thank you.
Thank you.